Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to our Term of the Week video, where we go through different terms in the real estate world and explain it to you guys, our lovely followers. Dave, I know you were heading up this Term of the Week segment. What term do we got?
Let me get my teleprompter started here. Hello,
What kind of term of the week are we doing this week?
This is Dave Barlow with Sell for 1%. You guys.
Is this really the video we're doing?
This term of the week this week is
What's happening?
prime rate. Unlike prime rib, which we all enjoy, prime rate
I don't eat pork.
is oh boy, is the rate that your local bank charges its best customers. And usually these are the big customers. Here in Columbus, prime rate would probably be extended to companies like the Limited, Wendy's, try Nationwide. I don't think Nationwide. I think Nationwide is probably the one making the loans right now.
Intel.
Who?
Intel.
Well, Intel just got $40 billion from the government, so I don't think they need a loan.
Damn. I don't think they're going to build their
Really,
factory.
it's the bigger companies around town. If they're looking to expand or they need cash to do something, they go to the local bank or they go to the big banks and they say, hey, we need to take a loan. And the bank says, okay, Mr. Barlow, you're one of our best customers, and we would like to offer you our prime rate, which is normally 1.1% higher than what the bank can borrow money from the Fed for. So currently, Jay, you said what the Fed is currently at what?
Between 5.25 and 5.5%.
Okay.
Holding steady for the fifth consecutive month.
And so the local bank would say your rate would be 6.25 to 6.5 as a good customer of our bank. And so one of the things that, there's a little bit of a disconnect, and we've talked about this in the past, between the Fed rate and mortgage rates. And now we're throwing in this prime rate. The Fed rate is something that the central bank sets, keeps tabs on. Right now, because of inflation, that rate is higher in that 5.25 range, where, 2 years ago, we were down almost close to zero, weren't we?
Yeah, they did all kinds of fun stuff with everything going on in the world.
Yeah. So, I mean, and there was some talk at one point that they were going to go negative because of how hot the market was, and we never got to that point. Mortgage rates, I had clients that were getting down in the 2.5% range. Jamie, Jay, what were you guys seeing on the mortgage rates?
Same thing.
Yeah, I know many people that refied at 2.5% as well. So,
yeah, I mean, it was crazy low 3 years ago, 2021, I guess now.
Yeah.
The spring of 2021, we were seeing rates below 3% on a very, very constant basis. And, we were seeing houses that we would put on the market in the Dublin Hilliard area in that $325,000, $350,000 range, and they would sell that, 2 or 3 days. We'd have 80, 90 showings, 30, 40 offers. I think you had the one down in Grove City, didn't you, Jay, that we had 80 some odd offers or more?
I forget the numbers on. I had one like that. I had one where it was an offer an hour for every hour was on the market. We've got an offer. I mean, there's all kinds of.
Well, it was the one that
But what you're talking about with the rate though is, it's the price of money.
Sure.
I mean, you have the central bank that's controlling the cost of money, and then the prime rate is a point over top of that.
Right.
And then the mortgage-backed bonds and the bond market impacts the cost of the mortgage, but it's all related directly to the price of money.
Right. Right. It's what, people can borrow from the Fed, the central bank, whatever it may be, and then either invest. I mean, there were a lot of guys that were, taking money at a 0.5% interest rate and putting that money into the stock market because they can make 10, 12, 15% on the money borrowed. So anyways, prime rate is directly related to the Fed rate. And then, like I say, there is a disconnect between mortgage rates, which are actually based off of the 10-year bond money on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And so, as Jay mentioned, people tend to tie the two together, and they're loosely connected. As the Fed raises rates, then those bonds are going up as well, and causes interest rates on your mortgage to go up. So, anyways, prime rate, interesting concept. If you have a business and you have good credit, you can most likely talk to your bank and get that prime rate. And then after you get your loan, you can go to Hyde Park and have the prime rib.
And then go on Amazon and get a prime order.
I think it was Old Town Tavern that had the best prime rib in the city.
Well, it used to be the Worthington Inn.
I wanted Old Town Tavern was killer.
Yeah. We used to go to Worthington Inn all the time. And then they also had one in Grandview Inn. But that's for a different day. Anyways, prime.
And the Bexley Monk.
And the Bexley Monk used to have
RIP.
Some of the best. Absolute best. All right, guys. Thank you. Prime rate. Get it while you can. If you like the information that we are sharing here, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions about mortgages or how you can get the best rates, we'd love to be able to talk to you and help you get from point A to point B, which is from looking to buy to purchase. The market's starting to heat up here in April, and we are hopeful that mortgage rates will continue to come down. So give us a call. We'd love to talk to you. Everyone have yourself a great day.